Penelope Pendrick, writer by trade, somehow found herself faced with the suspicious death of her elderly neighbor. As the sole individual to question the story, Penelope had to step into the role of investigator to prove that all was not as it seemed. After piecing together the truth about Mrs. Jenkins's death, would you say Jenkins or Jenkins? Normally I would say Jenkins, but for some reason this calls for Jenkins. Penelope decided that her harrowing adventure was something worth writing about. What am I doing? Hold on. Ah! Yesterday, she received a phone call from a small police force impressed by her publication and desperate for help. Today, she flies out to Connecticut to embark on her first official case. You don't want to... You have to go to work, but you don't want to... I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I need to figure out... Okay, I'll do that later. Pius, I didn't listen to your message, but I did skim the transcript. Okay. Who all's going to Washington next June? Raise your hand. Because I am. Okay. I have a key. Wait, what's that? What? Wait. What does that mean? What? Look? Maybe look closer? Oh, the nostalgia right now. Don't get me wrong. I liked Key. But like the I am Carter. I am. My husband and I are going. Okay. Are those mom jeans? Yes, please and thank. Is that a sweater? That looks like a ribbed sweater. It looks like potentially maybe a 3x3 rib. I like it. I like it. Why eyes? I don't like that.
I should answer that.
Why eyes? See, this is why. This is why. No, you're gonna ring for a second. This is why I always feel like somebody's watching me, because the cover.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Pendrick. This is Sergeant Russell. I'm gonna be your contact.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Very quiet. Okay.
I hope you had some time to get acquainted with the police.
Do what whenever you rant on something. Okay, I heard the hydrate. Okay. If I couldn't find my room, that would make for a bad first impression. Yeah, I mean...
If I couldn't find my room, that would make for a bad first impression of my detective skills.
You're not wrong. The last thing we need right now is another person who can't find what they are looking for. To put it mildly, the past week has been overwhelming. 3 people gone missing, one right after the other. Only a couple days in between each. Our entire department is 3 people, for crying out loud. We're not equipped to handle something like this.
Are they the 3 people who are missing?
Either graffiti related or have to deal with noise ordinance.
3 people in a week? All in this little town?
We've never seen anything like it. The worst part is that there's so many unknowns.
I'm interested.
Our gut is telling us that these disappearances are connected. You'd think they have to be, right? But try explaining that to the county chief. Without concrete proof, he just sees this all as a whole lot of coincidence.
I'm sorry.
And potential
I'm
not even
sorry.
crime. We're getting no outside help,
Are we sure this guy ain't
no
involved?
matter how much we beg.
Ah, okay. Well, that answers why you brought me up here, rather than literally any cop in the state. That one was the real mystery.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, they say. No offense.
None taken, trust me.
Officer Vasquez was the one to read your publication. He relayed it to me afterwards, and we all agreed that you seemed to have some pretty solid intuition. It was his idea to reach out. Anyway, let's get down to business. I'll be sending you some documents that we...
Huh?
Unauthorized call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
Huh? Okay. So you're telling me that the police chief, I think he's a police chief, right? The police chief says that 3 people missing within a week in a small town is a coincidence. That's what you're telling me. That's what he was telling me.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
I'm just saying, I would not be surprised if this dude was involved in the disappearances. Is he linked to any of these people? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Unauthorized call time expended. Please enter 4-digit PIN to continue to use line.
That's weird. That's weird. That's suspicious. I was watching the Cardi B case, and now yes. I love the sound of... Wait, can I not...
Just don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be
Pizza! I want pizza! We had pizza last night. I can have pizza for lunch.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
John Ralphio?
I love it. Why eyes? I don't like the eyes.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't like the eyes.
Weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's giving Count Olaf.
Weird.
Excuse me. It's giving Count Olaf. Not about that life. Please no. Honestly, so is the
Weird.
the wallpaper. You know? It's giving Count Olaf. Even though it doesn't have eyes.
Hydrate,
Just saying.
hydrate.
I'm gonna drink so much water today because of you guys. Notes. Oh. Do I? Okay. What year does this take place? Do we know? Okay. I friggin' love this thing. Dude, I have memories of going to the courthouse where my grandmother, well, I don't call her grandmother, where my grandma used to work, and she used to work in the Board of Elections, and she worked there at the time when they were transitioning from typewriters to computers. It takes place in 2016. Okay. She, so when they were doing that transition, she let me play with the typewriter. And I love it. Okay, so I may need water for something at some point. That's good to know. Is that everything that I can look at in here? No, I can do this.
I need something for this.
That sounds so familiar and I love
Something
it!
for this.
Okay. Wait, why can I not use the power button that's on the TV?
I need something for this.
That's so funny. That's so funny. What's over here? Oh. Sorry, that probably hurt your ears too. Guys! I miss this. This is so... I love that that is a thing. Why do I find that so nostalgic? A game that actually, a mystery game that actually freaking has a bathroom. Can I look out the window? Wait. Oh, shoot! Okay. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why is that? Why? And it's right over my bed. I don't like that. What's up with that? That's creepy. There's a clock. Wait, hold on, wait. What? Okay, can someone explain to me what these are? You can't see what I'm talking about. The little things at the corner. Here. These things. Can you explain what that is? Because I do not know. Actually. No. I mean, well, I know it's an eye. Like this. No, hold on. What is happening? What? This thing right here. Like, what do these do is what I'm... You're not sure? Okay. I know you're being funny. I know. I was just like also like... Okay. Okay, can I leave the room? I can leave. Oh. I love how she's not knocking. She's rattling the door. She knocks on that one.
Hello? Take a hint. Do you have a second?
Excuse me?
Fine. What? Who even are you? Actually, you know what? Don't tell me. You've already wasted enough of my time.
I love your hair. I love your hair. I don't like that you're wearing what look like pretty low-rise jeans. But I love your hair. I question whether you're comfortable in those jeans. Which, that concerns me. I want you to be comfortable.
I'm really sorry to bother you. I just have one quick question. Then I'll get out of your hair.
Your wonderful hair.
Well, spit it out.
I miss having
just
hair
moved
like
into
that.
the room next
I miss it.
door and-
My condolences to both me and you.
And I was kicked off the landline.
That's what I was thinking,
Asking
but
for
it's
some
like...
kind of pin to activate it again.
If I tell you how that thing works, can we agree that this door is now permanently off limits?
Yeah, but what about the window? So this specific door is off limits. What about the window? What about any secret passages between our two doors that may or may not exist?
Unfortunately, I can't really promise that.
I'm just saying.
Whatever. Then let's not drag this out. The phone code is 9, followed by your room number.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Amy. Okay.
Thank you.
Wait.
There's no way I would have guessed that on my own.
Wait.
Hey, I never caught your name.
Did I drop it?
That exchange really brightened up my day.
I love that. Hold on. 9 followed by... I'm glad those notes exist because I just straight up... Okay. Okay, can I just say I love that even though there's a 0 thrown in there, I love that it's 9 and her room is 101, so it's 91. I don't know if that was intentional, but I love
Unauthorized
it.
call time expended. Please enter
Yes.
4-digit PIN to continue to use line. Caller authorized.
Yay! I want pizza. Should we call the pizza no, focus. Should we call the pizza place? Does calling the pizza place do anything?
isn't the best time.
Oh, I want pizza. I want pizza.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Carlisle Police Department, Sergeant Russell speaking.
Hi, Sergeant. It's Penelope again.
Penelope! We got a guy here who bet you were already hightailing it back to Virginia. Zimmerman, you owe me 20.
Not quite yet. Although I'll probably end up questioning that decision. Sorry about that, by the way. Getting cut off like that. The landline here is a little funky.
You're back, and that's all that matters. Now, what had I been saying?
Something about documents, I think?
Yes, right. Missing person reports we have filled out for the individuals. I'll be sending you some copies soon, so look out for that.
Why
There's
didn't you
3
already
people that
send
went
them?
missing.
You knew I was coming.
What can you tell me about them?
The first call we received concerned a Mr. Gerald Cook. He's an older gentleman, late 60s, who owns a bookstore on Main Street. The second, more concerning call was from Mrs. Eileen Davies, in reference to her son, Terrence. The boy had apparently not come home after school that day. He's only 15,
shit.
which really started to raise some red flags. Then, only 2 days after that, a third person was called in. The caller couldn't provide a name for the woman, only said that she's been coming to a specific diner for breakfast at 9 a.m. sharp every single day for years. This was the 3rd day in a row she hadn't shown, and the caller found this to be very out of character.
Hold on. I didn't catch Terrence Davies. Okay. Diner. I'm calling her Jane Doe. Who came up with the term Jane Doe?
Can you tell me more about Terrence Davies?
Terrence just turned 15 a few months ago. If he was any younger, all the cops in the county would be swarming around this case like flies to a rotten lunch meat. He's right at the age where the chief can shrug his disappearance off as a rebellious kid doing rebellious kid things.
Does Terrence have any history of running away or causing trouble?
I need to message
Not according to
Julia
his
back.
mother, and at least not according to what we could piece together through the tears. Either way, we suspect she views her son through some rose-colored glasses, because interviews from fellow students and teachers at his high school painted a slightly different picture of him.
Sorry, I updated Julia. She messaged me back and I said I let her know that I got it to work by changing the resolution on the display resolution. Okay.
Does he get into trouble at school?
It sounds like he's mellowed out some now that he started high school. He holds quite the impressive record for previous years, but his current teachers just described him as some disruptive class clown type, not some menace to society.
What exactly has he done?
You
Does he
name
have
it. He had
ADHD?
a rebellious streak in middle school according to the school documents. Suspended multiple times. Never hurt anyone or anything like that, but played hooky a lot. Pulled the fire alarm once and also called a fake bomb threat in as a joke.
Okay, that's not cool.
Okay, then. I can kind of see where the chief is coming from.
But even if Terrence is just falling back into old habits, we still need to track him down for his mother's sanity. And by extension, ours.
Okay.
Well, when and where was Terrence last seen?
Oh, I spelled Terrence wrong.
Teachers, classmates, and friends all said he left school at 3 p.m. with the rest of the kids. He told his friends he was going hiking, which they said was a regular thing he'd do. And no one has heard from him since.
Did anyone say where he normally hikes?
No, there are hundreds of trails around this area. Not to mention the woods and cliffs. He could have gone anywhere that day.
Oh, Carter. Oh. I'm sorry.
What's his family life like?
It's just him and Mrs. Davies. No siblings, no father in the picture. Explains why she's so attached.
Could you tell if there was any strain in their relationship?
Who knows? From the sound of it, they spend more time together than an average mother and teenage son duo. But
It made you
can't
laugh.
see under the
Okay.
surface.
That's
We'll
something.
get you in contact with Mrs. Davies. Once she calms down a bit, I'm sure she'll give us more to work with. Not sure how much luck you'll have with her, but feel free to give her a call. Phone number is 203-555-0927.
I wonder if she automatically writes that down. I hope so. Yeah, bias, yeah. When I worked in ortho office, we had people cuss us out about their medications because, if they wanted more pain medication than they were legally allowed to have, we couldn't do anything about that. And they like to call us things. And what was wonderful is that we would, they probably didn't realize this, but we would put all of that in the notes that we're sending to, all I can do is let the doctor know that you called, and direct quotes. Mr. Grumpy Gills, oh my gosh. I think these older people think I'm a scam at first. I have to talk really fast in the beginning to convince them not to hang up. Oh no! Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Can you tell me more about Gerald Cook?
Never met the man personally, but I had heard his name prior to all this. His bookstore, Novel Books. It's a bit of a hub.
I love that.
Town. The
I
place
love that
is
it's a
practically a
hub.
rec center for the entire population of Carlisle from the age of 65. In fact, it was one of those old timers that made the call at the crack of dawn to tell us that Gerald had to open up shop as usual. It was nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Did the caller mention seeing any signs of a struggle or break-in?
We asked him to take a good look around for just that. He told us that the store was still completely locked up. Through the windows, everything looked fine, and there weren't any signs of forced entry.
Okay.
That day, we went out and interviewed maybe 20 or so people, and Vasquez canvassed the place once we got inside.
Okay.
Nothing. The place was pristine. Cash register locked. Interviewees all giving the same story.
Where does he... Okay, but yeah.
And what story was that?
Anyone who had seen him the day before said it was a perfectly ordinary day. Gerald had been his chipper old self, and he locked up the store as usual at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Did anyone witness him at all between 7 p.m. and opening the next day?
Not a soul. We even talked to the guy who seemed like Gerald's right-hand man in running the store. He even had a key. Mitchell Hart, I think his name was. For someone who knew our victim well,
You've got
he didn't
5
have
seconds
anything
to
helpful
state your
add.
business.
Say he didn't have a clue where Gerald normally goes after closing, besides home. He also took us to Gerald's apartment, right above the store.
Okay.
But when we knocked, there was no answer.
I wonder if anyone else has a key besides this Mitchell guy. Maybe Gerald was mugged and someone pickpocketed him.
It'll be right out of the ne'er-do-well's playbook. Mug an old guy in an alley, steal his keys, rob his place, then lock up on the way out. That's why right now, our first priority is to get into that cash register. If money is missing, that'll simplify everything and give us a little direction, for Gerald's case at least. The address of Gerald's bookstore is 225 Main Street. So take a look around for yourself.
I can look in a bookstore. Sorry, I shouldn't be excited about looking at a missing person's bookstore, but I mean bookstore. Dude.
Can you tell me more about the diner woman?
Yes, Jane Dell. I wanted to call her Victim X. I thought it was catchy. But protocol.
Dude.
She's our shakiest case by far. Called in missing by a waitress just because she decided not to get breakfast at the Sunrise Diner for a couple mornings?
Yeah, but if she
No
does
wonder
every
she
day,
knows the
that's a
time of day.
change in...
But the waitress thought she had good enough reason to notify
Yeah.
the police. So there must be something to it.
It's true that she's genuinely concerned. Said that the very few times Jane didn't show over the past couple of years, she leave little notes on napkins with the tip the day before.
Okay, so it's a break in her pattern. A bigger break in her pattern. It's understandable.
She really ate at the same diner every single day for years? It must have some incredible food.
Or
I had a
wonderful
case
memories.
of food poisoning that would suggest otherwise. I guess that
Memories.
she went there for the company. But our
Yeah.
caller said that she was the quietest woman she'd ever met. Over those years, none of the diner workers could even get a first name out of her.
Hmm. Memories, though.
Do you think she's trying to hide her identity?
No idea. It's possible.
If she wasn't
Bookstore?
there to
Oh, you
hang out with
wait.
the waitresses, what did she do every single morning?
Read books. Lots of them. And not just
Wait.
the type with shirtless cowboys on the cover, but books with real substance. Textbooks even. And all subjects, especially history. The waitresses said that Jane would set up every day in the same booth, take a few books out of her bag, and read and take notes while she ate.
Interesting. I wonder if doing this was work-related or a hobby.
Hold on. I find that very interesting that she would read at the diner. So there's a link, even though it's small, there's a link to the bookstore owner. Terrence was like class clown type. With history of, I don't know what to call that. Not
What did you
nefarious, but
investigate? And who did you interview in regards to
history.
Jane?
Just history.
What can we investigate? No one knows her name, address, place of work, family, acquaintances. We examined her favorite booth at the diner and interviewed everyone who works there.
That's true.
All we know is that she's been coming there for roughly 3 years. Is quiet, reads a lot, and has tried everything on the menu.
None of the workers said she was acting differently the last day she was seen?
No one was paying enough attention to remember. But one of the waitresses did hold on to what's currently our shred
Fingers
of evidence.
crossed.
A napkin with some chicken scratch.
Yeah, I agree.
She was planning to return it to Jane the next day. But
I agree, Troy.
you know how that story ends.
Did she
I find it
frequent
interesting
any
that she
other
tried everything on the
locations
menu.
besides the diner?
My only guess would be a library. Owning all those books would cost an arm and a leg. Thing is, Carlisle doesn't have its own library, and there are too many to count
Library.
in towns.
What?
Wow. This is like trying to track down a ghost.
Wait,
You're
you don't
telling
have a
me.
library?
All I can say is keep an eye open while you're investigating the other two. That's the best we can do right now. I'll send the napkin along with the other documents. So, Penelope, now that you know more about what we're dealing with here, what's going on through your head?
You don't have a library? You don't have a library? Why? That needs to change, man. That needs to change. I don't know how. That's what's going on through my head. What the heck? Also, it's interesting. I want to know, did she get her books at the bookstore, at Novel Books? Is that where she got them? I also find it interesting that she tried everything on the menu, and I say that because if it were anything like memory related, or if it was just like, I don't know, it feels like if she was just a normal regular, she would have gotten the same. And yes, I am aware that the same thing every single day is a little bit much, but I feel like if it were I feel like normally they have a thing that's their favorite, that they get every time they go there. We always had our people, when I used to work at a pizza place, we always had our people who came in, and as soon as we saw their face, we knew what they wanted because they always ordered the same thing. And she went there every single day for 3 years. Is that book good? The first Enola Holmes one? Or the one that you were reading? I saw where you were reading that.
I think the disappearances are related.
I think they are
In a
too.
town this small, with barely any history of crime, it just seems too unusual to just be coincidence.
Yeah.
Even if we don't see any links between the victims yet, once we dig deeper, I'm fairly certain we will.
Interesting hypothesis. We'll see if it holds up.
I think there's some sort of
First things
corruption
first,
happening
keep
too,
an eye
because
out
what's
for
his
those
face is saying,
peripherals.
yeah.
Thanks, Sergeant. Guess it's time for me to get out there and start playing detective.
Okay,
Good
so
luck.
I need
Call us
to...
anytime. And thanks again for coming up here.
Okay.
Having a new nose around to sniff out leads.
Do you
want
wanna
to
go
exactly
out?
What we need.
Hi. Hi.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Do you want to say hi? No. She's like, I don't want you to lift me up. I just want to meow at you. Thank you, Joyful Amy. It has been a while since. This music. What? That's not what I meant to do. Nope. No, wait, what? Oh. Do I get a second chance if I keep that on? Does the thing set on fire? Okay. Wait, I can go. Ooh, what? What happened here? Yeah. What? She's just like meow. She's like, I don't want you to pick me up. I don't want you to touch me. I want you to just listen to me meow. Okay, someone did a really bad job building the stairs. I'm just saying. They should not look like that. Just saying. Where am I staying? I'm assuming it was really cheap. Apparently I'll need a straw at some point. Okay. Okay. March 2016. That's important, but
Looks like no one is using this right now.
okay. 203. Okay. Why is there a brick wall behind this? What?
Something about this shopping list is unusual. I'd better hold on to it.
That is very specific. Also, why is it no apples? What? What?
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
Interesting. Hold on. Nyx is meowing. Do you want to go out? Yeah? Yeah? You want to go out? Okay. Dewey is not out front, so... Alright. I came back, and for whatever reason, this shot looks like the Emelin's chair upside down. And I was so concerned that she fell. I did not fall. I did not fall. Thank you for being concerned. Wait, does this mean I'm going to need this? I'm sorry. I feel like maybe, possibly, potentially, you should maybe have, like, I don't know, tell people to get out via their windows. You know, I'm just saying. Because if there, I feel like this is going to take so much more time than just climbing out their windows. I would say. I'm like, or you could just exit using the first floor windows in general. I feel like that would be faster. And I feel like maybe that's actually what you should do. Am I going to have to evacuate the building at some point? That's disconcerting. Should I snoop in that room? Should I snoop in the room or should I leave the building first? What do you think? I wonder, can I may have to add a dock for like the creating polls and stuff. Let's see. Let's go. Nope, wrong way. Let's go up the steps. What room number is it? 203. Close. 203. Oh, they're remodeling it. That's honestly a really good idea. Why am I getting, is it Charlie? Charlie vibes? Joe's stuff, don't touch or I'll eat your lunch. You don't, wait a minute, hold on. What? What?
I don't think that's right.
Wait. Okay. Oh! Hi! Why, hello, important information. I want to snoop. Okay, I'm taking a picture of this. I'm not... Snoopy time! For public businesses, I think you're required to show the exit route through doorways and windows are not considered... Oh, fuck that. They're legitimate when there's a giant fire! I find that silly. Okay. Okay, so 1. 2. Wait, what? So maybe... No? Three? Maybe? The frig is this, man? This is such a weird way of going about this. I'm just saying. 4. This is so weird. 5. 6. 7. 8.
That's it.
Oh! Well, shit. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I know you agree. I know. It's silly, though.
Sorry, Joe.
I take your stuff. I take it. It's mine now.
ADHD, you ain't got control of me. I'm focused. Yeah, I'm focused. Yeah, ADHD.
got that. Maybe I'll need that for something. I feel like I need a hammer and nails for this. Who the heck has been... Who built that? Because I hope they lost their job. Jeez. These are pretty. What kind of flowers are they? Wait, we're in March. Okay. Sorry. What? Which one should I go to? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to put a poll up. And you guys can tell me which one you think I should go to first. Hold on. Stream manager. I need to remember how to do this. This one? No. This one? Yes. New poll. Okay. Where to? Where to, lady? Oh, I just have to go to... Okay, so I'm at Rosewood Apartments. Okay, you know what? Ignore me. No poll. I'm gonna go use the bathroom and then I'll be right back. Wait, I need to make phone calls first? I need to make phone calls first? Hold on. What? Hold on, what room am I in? Wait, what? I can look at something? I can look at something? What can I look at?
The can is missing something.
Oh! Wait, do I... Oh! I like this. Okay, so I need to call people. Oh! Oh, yeah! Okay. Why is it that with this phone, I don't mind?
Terrence, is that you?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Mrs. Davies?
Oh, I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug.
This is she.
Oh, I
My
want to give
name
you a
is Penelope
hug.
Pendrick.
Oh, no. Sweetheart.
I'm working with the Carlisle police to help find your son. Would you have a moment to answer a few questions?
Again? All right.
I not only can imagine
Can you
that, I
please
have
describe
imagined
the
that.
entire
and it is
day he
not.
went missing in detail? From morning to evening.
Let's see. I got up at 6:30 as usual and started making breakfast. Terrence sets his alarm for 7 and ate quickly after he got up.
Okay, so he was...
He had me sign a permission slip for some field trip, and then he gathered all his school supplies and left.
Okay.
As he was leaving, we argued about some stupid little thing. I think he had left his jacket on the floor. And that was the last time I saw him angry at me. I just keep playing that over and over in my head
Please
and hating
don't.
myself for it.
No.
I left work at 5, and he was out when I arrived back, which isn't too abnormal, but when he wasn't home an hour later, I started calling around to his friends' moms. He wasn't over anyone else's house. Then it got dark, and he still wasn't home. That's when I called the police.
Thank you for sharing this with me. I'm sure it's not easy to think about.
Yeah, what's the... I hope if I choose one of these, it doesn't... I hope I can still come back and ask the other one.
Now, you mentioned a field trip. Can you tell me more about that?
It was for his art class. A gallery
Okay.
that they were going to tour that day, not far from here.
Do you remember the name of the gallery?
Something pretentious. Bold decisions, bold and brash. I have the paper around here somewhere. That's
Bold
right.
depictions.
Bold depictions. 3297 Ocala Street, Oak Ford, Connecticut.
Thank you.
Okay.
It could be a start.
Yeah.
If you say so.
Well, the fact that, like... Have they looked there?
I heard that Terrence told his friends he was going hiking after school was out. Do you know of anywhere in particular he likes to go?
I really...
It could have been anywhere. That boy
Actually.
practically explored the entire
works.
state.
Could he have gotten lost or hurt somewhere in the woods?
No! No, impossible. He was a Boy Scout for years, and he's even taken courses on outdoor survival.
Okay.
This kind of thing is what he lives for.
I have no doubt he's very competent, Mrs. Davies, but sometimes things can happen that are out of a person's control.
Yeah.
I said it's impossible. I know my son.
All right. I'm sorry I came off as implying otherwise. Did anyone mention anything else out of the ordinary that happened at school that day?
Not me having like worst
No.
case scenarios going through my brain.
I
right
don't
now.
think so. You know what? I need to go. I can't do this anymore. It's too much. Thinking about that day is too much.
Eileen? Are you there?
Okay.
Poor lady.
Do they need wellness checks? Because. Okay. Okay. Is there anywhere? No, I can just go places. Wait, where's the diner? Hold on. Bro, where's this diner?
I don't need to talk to him right now.
Yeah, I do. I want to know where the diner is. I want to go to the diner too. No, I don't need that. Okay, come on. I love that rug in the middle. Okay, now. All right, new poll. Where to? Where to, lady? You can't go to the I find that weird. I find that weird. Okay, I am going to let this poll go. You guys vote on the poll for whether I should go to the bookstore or the art gallery. I am going to run up and grab my magnesium butter because my shoulder is angry right now. It is angry at me, and I need to put something on it. Books one. Okay. I don't know if I've been sleeping on it funny or what, but... Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go to the bookstore. Let's go to the... Why are you closed? Oh! Wait, what?
Hey! You! Excuse me?
Why was your door unlocked?
Miss, I think you might have the wrong address.
Thanks for your concern.
Who are you?
But no, this is...
Sorry, let me rephrase.
The fuck are
Bookstores,
you?
generally speaking, are for those who can read.
What?
The front door. There is a sign that
Lock
states
the
in
door.
perfect English that this store is closed.
Lock the door. Who are you?
Interesting observation from a guy sitting alone in a closed store.
Touché.
My name is Penelope Pendrick, and I was sent over by the Carlisle police to do some further investigation on the disappearance of Gerald Cook.
Who are you?
I apologize for doubting your ethics and literacy.
Mitchell.
The name's Mitchell.
Mitch.
Under
We
usual
don't like
circumstances, I helped
Mitches
Gerald
here.
run novel books, but now I'm useless.
Mitchell Hart. The sergeant mentioned you to me.
Uh-huh. We don't have good history with Mitch. People named Mitch, sir. Mm-hmm. Let's not, you know, let's be nice.
Conversely, having someone who knows Gerald well will be much more useful than you realize. You'll have plenty of chances to help us.
I already told them everything I know, which is
Yeah,
clearly
you
led
told other
nowhere.
people, not me.
Can you describe to me the last time you saw Gerald that day?
Like I told the cops, it was a completely normal day. I was sitting here for an hour or so before closing time, and then at 7 o'clock to help corral any stragglers out of the store. I said goodnight to Gerald, who was doing the usual nightly organizing and pencil pushing, and headed home.
So he wasn't acting unusually in any way?
Not at all. Albeit the store was having a busy streak, which kept Gerald pretty occupied. So no downtime to shoot the breeze.
Okay. Thanks for the information. Would it be okay if I took a look around?
Go right ahead. The cop here only did a quick walkthrough. Didn't
Yeah,
seem
that's
very
questionable.
thorough.
I don't like that. What are you sitting on? Because that doesn't look like ripped fabric. That looks like a ripped paper. What you sitting on there, bud? Why can't I pick up the watch? That's a creepy skull. Have you guys ever watched like videos on YouTube or Instagram from the Bone Museum? I think it's New York. Is it the New York Bone Museum? It's very interesting. Chapter 1. The basics. Gardening. Oh, gardening! Gardening as a hobby boasts numerous benefits. Gardeners can attest to the positive impacts that caring for a garden can bring. From the access to healthy, fresh, and pesticide-free fruits and vegetables, true, to uplifting the beauty of colorful flowers, to the physical and psychological benefits of spending time outdoors on a fulfilling on a fulfilling hobby, gardening has much to provide. Also, if you plant native perennials, it helps the ecosystem. It helps your local ecosystem. The first thing to know is that, like animals, every species of plant is different. Yep. Each flourishes in its own set of environmental factors, such as temperature, amount of light, and soil type. For instance, cardinal flower, from what I understand, really likes wet soil. Yes, it does come out in November, which, depending what day of the week is the 19th. Maybe I can do that for my Wednesday's streams for the second half of the fundraiser. I may do that. Okay. Cardinal flower is a native perennial that really likes wet soil. People grow it by creeks. Temperature, amount of light, and soil type. One key to successful gardening is choosing plants that will thrive in an area around you. or in the area around you. An avid gardener must learn how to identify his region's environmental factors such as soil type and sun angle and temperature. So, like, we're almost... I've heard some people say that we're like almost, or I've read that we're almost to a point in my area of like being able to grow like some tropical-y things because it gets so hot and humid. Soil especially is a crucial component to good gardening because it determines if the plants are getting the nutrients they need. Plants need a specific set of nutrients to grow and survive. The most important nutrients for plants are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. True. Am I going to be doing gardening in this game? I hope so. I would love that. Please and thank you. Later chapters of this book will cover the methods of testing soil for nutrients, toxins, and pH levels. Water is another topic in which a gardener needs to be well educated. Water needs across plant species can vary greatly. Yep. Best gardeners learn how much water their plants need and set up a watering plan accordingly. It could be the use of a watering can, sprinklers attached to a hose, or an underground irrigation system. Find whatever suits the size of your garden and the size of your budget for best results. Fun fact, this year, so I have a, sorry, we're just going to go on a small tangent. I have an old wheelbarrow that doesn't have any of the bottom portion anymore. It's just the metal wheelbarrow. And we drilled a bunch of holes in it, and I filled it with soil, and I filled it with soil that like is supposed to drain really well, right? Because I wanted to put lavender in there. Last year it didn't do super great. It still held on to a lot of moisture. So what I ended up doing this year, I had to replace the lavender anyway because it ended up dying after a couple years. It did not want to come back. What I did was I put one lavender plant, one citronella plant, and 3 basil plants, because basil is very thirsty, whereas lavender doesn't like a lot of water. It's more drought tolerant. And I had read that citronella would grow well with those anyway, and plus where they're all more fragrant herbs, my hope was that it would keep mosquitoes at least away from the back door, and it seemed to, so that works. But they all they thrived pretty well until literally I forgot to water them a lot. So the next step is to learn about the characteristics and climate of your environment. This has actually changed. Fun fact. A simple way to identify temperature highs and lows for your location is to reference the plant hardiness zone map or growing zone map. Locate your state on the page to the right and check the legend for the coinciding zone number. Western United States map is found on the reverse of the page. This number is a consistent way to track down plants that will thrive in your region. If there's a specific plant that interests you but falls outside of your zone, greenhouses are an option. Quality greenhouses, however, are most likely out of the price range. Yep. Zones also affect when the growing season begins and ends, which therefore determines the timeline for which a plant blooms, produces fruit, etc. Now that you know what plants you can or can't plant, it's time to start gathering equipment. The absolute minimum essential equipment includes a trowel, watering can, and gardening gloves. Or it doesn't have to be a watering can, it can be a hose. This will be enough to get you started with small, simple projects such as planting a few flowers next to your mailbox. For those with larger ambitions, more tools will be necessary. For example, prepare a lot of land for vegetables. Spades, shovels, and hoes are a crucial part of the process, of making the process doable. Oh, I don't get to read the rest? Oh. I'm a little bit sad. Okay, dumb question. Where is Connecticut? I need to play Alex Hill. I haven't done that yet. Maybe that'll be the next one after I play this. I love this. Can I just say that? I love that. I loved that book. I loved it. Oh. Don Quixote! Chapter 7 of the second sally of our worthy knight Don Quixote of La Mancha. At this instant, Don Quixote began shouting, "Hear, hear, valiant knights! Here is need for you to put forth the might of your strong arms, for they of the court are gaining the mastery in the tourney." Called away by this noise and outcry, they proceeded no farther with the scrutiny of the remaining books, and so it is thought that the Carolea, the Lion of Spain and the Deeds of the Emperor, written by Don Luis de Avila. I need to know where to put the accent. Went to the fire unseen and unheard, for no doubt they were among those that remained, and perhaps if the curate had seen them, they would not have undergone so severe a sentence. Overpriced for what you could actually do, but this game definitely seems at least that much and more. Okay. When they reached Don Quixote, he was already out of bed, and was still shouting and raving, and slashing and cutting all around, as wide awake as if he had never slept. They closed with him, and by force got him back to bed. And when he had become a little calm, addressing the curate, he said to him, "Of a truth, wait a minute. Where's the squiggly? Senor Archbishop Turpin." That sounds weird. "It is a great disgrace for us who call ourselves the 12 Peers so carelessly to allow the knights of the court to gain victory in this tourney. We, the adventurers, having carried off the honor on the 3 former days." "Hush, gossip," said the curate. "Please God, the luck may turn, and what is lost today may be won tomorrow. For the present, let your worship have a care of your health, for it seems to me that you are over-fatigued, if not badly wounded." "Wounded? No," said Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Yes, play Alex Hill. It was good. Okay. Where am I? "But bruised and battered, no doubt, for that..." You guys know I cuss, okay? "For that bastard Don Roland has cudgelled me with the trunk of an oak tree, and all for envy, because he sees that I alone rival him in his achievements. But I should not call myself Rinaldos of Montalban? Did he not pay me for it, in spite of all his enchantments, as soon as I rise from this bed? For the present, let him bring me something to eat, for that, I feel, is what will be more to my purpose, and leave it to me to avenge myself." They did as he wished. They gave him something to eat, and once more he fell asleep, leaving them marveling at his madness. That night the housekeeper burned to ashes all the books that were in the yard and the whole house, and some must have been consumed that deserved preservation in everlasting archives, but their fate and the laziness of the examiner did not permit it. And so in them was verified the proverb that the innocent suffer for the guilty. Interesting. One of the remedies which the curate and the barber immediately applied to their friend's disorder was to roll up. The laziness of the examiner. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if anything's gonna happen with that, but I find that very interesting. Okay. Ooh, what are you? Any members here? Do you think I should do audiobooks? Because by golly do I love Dickens. Oh. A large cask of wine had been dropped and broken in the street. The accident had happened in getting it out of the cart. The cask had tumbled out with a run. The hoops had burst, and it lay on the stones just outside the door of the wine shop, shattered like a walnut shell. All the people within reach had suspended their business, or their idleness, to run to the spot and drink the wine. The rough, irregular stones of the street, pointing every way and designed, one might have thought, expressly to lame all living creatures that approached them, had dammed it into little pools. These were surrounded, each by its own jostling group or crowd, according to its size. Some men kneeled down, made scoops of their 2 hands, joined and sipped, or tried to help women, who bent over their shoulders to sip before the wine had all run out between their fingers. Others, men and women, dipped in the puddles with little mugs of mutilated earthenware, or even with handkerchiefs from women's heads, which were squeezed dry into infants' mouths. Others made small mud embankments to stem the wine as it ran. Others, directed by lookers-on up at high windows, darted here and there to cut off little streams of wine that started away in new directions. Others devoted themselves to the sodden and lee-dyed pieces of the cask, licking and even champing the moisture wine-rotted fragments with eager relish. There was no drainage to carry off the wine, and not only did it all get taken up, but so much mud got taken up along with it that there might have been a scavenger on the street, if anybody acquainted with it could have believed in such a miraculous presence. A shrill sound of laughter and of amused voices of men, women, and children resounded in the street while this wine game lasted. There was little roughness in the sport, and much playfulness. There was a special companionship in it, an observable inclination on the part of every one to join some other one, which led, especially among the lucky or lighter-hearted, to frolicsome embraces, drinking of healths, shaking of hands, and even joining of hands and dancing, a dozen together. When the wine was gone, and the places where it had been most abundant were raked into the gridiron pattern by fingers, these demonstrations ceased as suddenly as they had broken out. The man who had left his saw sticking in the firewood he was cutting set it in motion again. The woman who had left on a doorstep the little pot of hot ashes, at which she had been trying to soften the pain in her own starved fingers and toes, or in those of her child, returned to it. Men with bare arms, matted locks, and cadaverous faces who had emerged into the winter light from cellars moved away to descend again, and a gloom gathered on the scene that appeared more natural to it than sunshine. The wine was red wine, and had stained the ground of the narrow street in the suburb of Saint-Antoine in Paris, where it was spilled. It had stained many hands, too, and many faces, and many naked feet, and many wooden shoes. The hands of the man who sawed the wood left red marks on the billets, and the forehead of the woman who nursed her baby was stained with the stain of the old rag she wound about her head again. Those who had been greedy with the staves of the cask had acquired a tigerish smear about the mouth, and one tall joker so besmirched, his head more out of a long squalid bag of nightcap than in it, scrawled upon a wall with his finger,
Hydrate! Hydrate!
dipped in muddy Winley's blood. The time was to come when that wine too would be spilled on the street stones, and when the stain of it would be read upon many there. And now that the clouds settled on Saint-Antoine, which a momentary gleam had driven from his sacred countenance, the darkness of it was heavy, cold, dirt, sickness. Oh, I love Charles Dickens! The symbolism! Oh, it's so good. So freaking good. Oh my gosh. The fact that Dickens is there. And specifically that scene. I find that interesting. I find that interesting. Okay, here's my question. Are these all important? Do I need to keep reading them? Because I'm finding it very fun, but I also I don't want to drag out the game too much for you guys if you aren't okay with that. Because I find these interesting. I just want to know. Measuring and shoe size conversion. Wait, what? Oh. Huh. Okay. When measuring a foot to determine shoe size, whether to match with an existing shoe for an ideal fit or to custom make a shoe, correct sizing is key. Shoe size. Are we going to be seeing some interesting shoe size? The very basics of shoe sizing exclude foot width measurements and mainly focus on length. Commercial shoe sizes simplify the issue of foot width by the use of broad categories, for example, wide and narrow. In reality, the human foot is much more complex. Custom shoe shape and sizing will be discussed in later chapters. This section touches upon more of the mainstream shoe sizing techniques. Always read all the things. You read everything? Okay. The image on the left is a demonstration of how the average foot is measured for fitting. You measure feet, like foot length like that for socks too. Commercial shoe sizes are determined by measuring the distance from the tip of the big toe to the very base of the heel. This measurement of inches or centimeters directly converts to shoe size. On the right are shoe size conversion charts. For whatever reason, a size must be determined from an existing if for whatever reason, okay, an approximation can be made. This method is never recommended and is to be used in unusual circumstances. Perhaps the client is wary of showing his or her foot. Take the measurement of the base of the shoe and subtract an amount based on shoe type. For thicker shoes, such as boots, are we going to be measuring some footprints? I'm taking a picture of that. For thinner shoes, subtract 0.15 inches or 0.381 centimeters. As always, round to the nearest size. Interesting. Huh. Is there not a book on this one for me to read? Okay. There are so many friggin' books. Small towns of Carlisle. Okay. Do we get to see the water? Sorry, what? The small coastal town we know today as Carlisle was, fun fact, when I read, feel free to make fun of me for this. When I read Twilight for the first time, I think it was my freshman year of high school, I had no clue how to pronounce this, and I said Carlisle. Feel free to make fun of me. In my defense, I had never seen this name before. Or heard it. So, in a small coastal town we know today as Carlisle was originally home to a small community of Puritans, who fled the Massachusetts Bay Colony in pursuit of religious reformation in the early 1600s. Gradually, over the course of the next 200 or so years, this puritanical settlement developed into a conglomeration of smaller townships and self-governed outposts. In the early 1800s, social and legal reforms were beginning to change the landscape of the nation. The town of Carlisle was officially founded in 1848 by namesake Mayor Jonathan Carlisle in conjunction with state officials by combining those once desperate townships into one. Did I do that? I did not. Today, Carlisle is best known for its annual Strawberry Festival. I like this. Strawberry Festival? I want a strawberry festival. Please. Gosh, my kids would love strawberry festival. Why do kids love berries so much? You don't know how to pronounce it? It's seriously, it's like it's an interesting word. It's an interesting word. I want a strawberry festival. The festival has been a summer treat for residents and visitors alike. Ooh, excuse me. Since the year 1930. When the Great Depression... I'm sorry. The year 1930. The town, Titusville. When the Great Depression devastated the country, the town of Carlisle hoped to raise its citizens' morale through the amusement and sense of community that the Strawberry Festival offered. Carlisle's lesser-known claim to fame, however, came in the form of a distinguished guest. Ooh, that's a great place to end a page. A few years before his death, in 1972, the prolific Dutch artist... Why do I feel a hair? There. Ooh, Moritz Cornelis Escher? The only thing I'm pretty confident that I pronounced right is Escher. And I'm pretty sure I know. Yep. Visited its shores using nature and mathematical principles as inspiration. M.C. Escher's work explored the concepts of tessellations, impossible objects, reflection, symmetry, and perspective. That's so freaking fun. Although Escher only achieved fame after his 70th birthday, his artistic works have contributed to advancements in not only art, but also mathematics and engineering. Of course, because he literally used them in his art. His pieces were often cited in technical papers and studies. During the course of his life, Escher made over 2,000 drawings and sketches and an amazing 448 lithographs and woodcuts. Although he was most well known for these prints and drawings, Escher also designed tapestries and postage stamps, illustrated books, and painted large-scale murals. In 1962, Escher had traveled overseas to deliver a planned series of lectures in the US, but due to unexpected complications caused by his failing health, he was forced to remain in the area longer than intended before being able to safely return home. Why the post-it? According to sources at the time, okay, so what are the sources? A local Dutch-speaking family generously offered their home to Escher during these difficult few months, understandably spent out of the public eye. Regardless, his time spent in Carlisle remains a unique part of its history. Who wrote those notes? Okay. John Branham. Huh, okay. Okay. Wait, I already looked there, right? Jeez Louise. Can I work a puzzle? Wait, whoa, hold on. What? Hold on. I see letters. Are they important? I don't know. I'm gonna write them down though. Why is that turned? S-R-A-O-D-O D-T-E-H-E-N-L-U. That's a lot of random letters, but I wrote them down. And there's a Y. There's a Y up there. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, I got them all. Okay, right? Yes. I can't move anything. Interesting. Hound of the Baskervilles. Okay, I'm just saying I struggle to read Sherlock Holmes. Al, your move, Jake. P.S. You forgot your glasses. Who's Jake? Who's Al? Jake? Question mark? Ow? Question mark? Okay. Please tell me I'm not gonna be please tell me I ain't gonna be playing chess. I can't do that again. Please don't make me. Please don't make me. I love that the new arrivals are just reprintings of classics. I love that. Members, y'all need to tell me in the Discord, in that section of the Discord, what book you would want me to read first. I know I need to finish Pride and Prejudice. I know I need to do that. Really? I used to have I don't know if I still have it, but I used to have the whole collection. Honestly, I think what I need to do is, because I don't think it's not meant to be read as a book. And I think that's my issue. I almost wish I could read it as it was intended, as a serial. Like I almost, I almost want there to be a such, like, you know, okay. I wish it was posted in a paper. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes as the starting point. Sherlock Holmes Escape Room. Ooh! Those are short stories. Yeah, I need to... Dead Nettle! Yep. Forsythia. Ooh. Geranium. Yep. Iris. Orchid. Pansies. Ooh, I love pansies. We've had pansies before that were still blooming under the snow. Yarrow! I love Yarrow. Yarrow! Yarrow is one of those that comes back every single friggin' time. We can have a drought. We can have so much rain that it should be drowning, and yet it comes back, and it's great. I also love zinnias, but literally we only had one bloom this year, and I got very sad. So, we also literally none of our sunflowers came up. Do you want to know why? It's because the birds dug up the seeds and ate them. I was so mad. I love my birds, but for the love of all that is holy, unholy, and wholly neutral.
I should finish up what I'm doing.
Sorry. I forgot there was actually a clock. Do I get in trouble if I don't finish something? Oh, hi. Before the day is over? Edgar Allan Poe. I'm sorry, I get distracted in a bookstore. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, I will come back to this, because I am afraid that if I don't leave, I will keep getting distracted, and get in trouble. So, do I click, this way? Do I sleep in this game? Do I sleep in this game? Do I use the alarm? Oh, it's 9 p.m. In March? You're telling me it's still light at 9 p.m.? I'm sorry. That is incorrect. I know there's a puzzle I haven't reached yet, but it was saying, do I get, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay, tell me, do I get penalized if I stay out late? Like, is there a second chance situation, or does it like take me right back? Do I like, can I go back? Not to your knowledge. So I can stay out. Is like, I could go back and be fine. And read more books and do a puzzle. Is that a thing? There's a puzzle there? Carter was just living life in that bookstore. Okay. Amen. First off, I'm going to say, what should we call the game? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Ain't got no privacy. Always feel like somebody's watching me. I should probably stop singing. Eek. Okay, hold on. I just finished a row. Okay. I think. Okay, there's that. Okay. I'm gonna do the first. Hold on. I gotta put my stitch marker back in. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. What should we call it? Carter, what should I call my save file? I'm just gonna save my game. I have been told that if I spend all day, it is 9 p.m. in game. I have been told that I will not get penalized if I go back to the bookstore and stay there for a hot minute because I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, I do. When I can do sub only, I'm going to be doing some singing. 9 a.m. maybe, but yeah, I know. Put that thing back where it came from. Or so help me. Does that fit? I mean, it can. I don't know. Put that thing back where it can. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit in the spot. I'm sorry. It doesn't fit in the spot. Unfortunately. Murder, she typed. Fun fact. Oh, wait. Was it that one? Is that the one? Is Murder, She Wrote the one that was on the TV the other day? My in-laws. That's a good one. My in-laws were watching. I think it was Murder, She Wrote. Okay, I'm going back. Bro, I hope you're still there because I want to come back. I'm coming back. Novel books. Be there. You better be there. Thank you. Okay, there's a puzzle. Greetings from... Can I look at it? No? That's just for inventory. Okay. Vermont. I love all of these. Just FYI. I love them. Candy. I want candy. What kind of candy are you? It is Murder, She Wrote. That was the first time I'd ever seen it. I'd never seen it before then. Ooh, what's over here? Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so wait, hold on. Keep an eye out for a screwdriver, apparently? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Crime and Punishment. Why was that book bought? Who bought it? Who bought it? Who bought it? I want to know. It's on Hallmark and I've been watching it on YouTube TV. But they don't anymore in Prime. Okay, you are experiencing something that I am experiencing with a couple different things. One with, what is it called? It was there. It was in my brain. I can see. Call the Midwife. I watched the first season from the library on Hoopla, but they had to limit, my local library had to limit checkouts even more because it's just expensive. And so, wait, I didn't finish reading The Raven. And so I can't finish the next season. But also, Doctor Who is off of HBO Max and I'm angry. I will continue to be angry about that. And very upset. Very upset. Anyway, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Okay, Spectrum sucks. I'm just saying, Spectrum sucks, but we also don't have... We use YouTube TV because we didn't want to pay for that. Wait, how we got streaming... Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yep. Distinctly, I remember it... Well, I think streaming is like, they're realizing that they can't actually fully make money and pay everyone, and at first they were fine, like, oh, we can make money and by not paying everyone, and it's like, no, you need to pay people. They're gonna have to come up with a residuals plan of some sort. Anyway, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like reading this. There was a time in my life that I enjoyed Edgar Allan Poe. Now is not that time. That is locked. Can I speak to you again?
Any news?
Nothing yet.
Busy the day Gerald disappeared. Abnormally busy? Hmm? Don't ask for a key to the cash register. That's sus.
The day Gerald
Girl.
disappeared.
The heck
Abnormally
you talking
busy?
about?
You'd be surprised how much traffic this place gets. A day like that happens at least twice a week.
Gerald sounds like a real business mastermind running such a successful little mom and pop shop.
I wish he were here. He'd get a kick out of being called a business mastermind. He's not a businessman at heart, but he's got a way of making everyone feel like family. It's like he runs a community center, not a bookstore.
I mean, that's the second time someone's called it like a community center. Which, I mean, but honestly though, that's kind of what a good bookstore is. Just like a good library. I mean, you don't have a library. People go to the library not just for the books. They go there for, I mean, a lot of information and stuff, and like help with so many things. It's not even... Support your local library, for the love of God. But people go there just to hang out. Kids go to our local library after school to hang out before their parents get off work. Like, I used to take my kids to the library before they started school and preschool. Like, I used to take them there in the evenings when my husband was on nights. Like, we would go there after he left just to spend some time and get out of the friggin' house. Support your local libraries. Do it. Do it! Ask them questions. Check books out. Browse their websites. Go to their events. Vote to support them. Okay.
Do it!
Yes, do it!
Just do it!
Do it!
Don't
Yes.
let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said
Yes!
tomorrow. So
My knitting group
just
meets at our library.
do it! Make your dreams come true! Just
Also,
do
our
it!
library is doing a giving tree because we have a lot of low-income people, and basically, what they're doing is allowing people to, they can donate items for it, but also the knitting group has been making a lot of hats and scarves and cowls, and those will be on the giving tree for anyone who needs them. Literally, anyone who needs them. Are you cold this winter? Here's a hat and scarf and mittens.
What do you usually do to help Gerald run the store?
Sit in this corner all day?
The library is
Not
magic.
even kidding. If a customer has a question on where to find something, I locate it for them on the shelves. I also
what'd you
get
put on-
suggestions
oh,
of good reads based on what kind of genres they're looking for. Classics, thrillers, historical fictions, how-tos,
Okay.
you name it.
Do you have a job besides this? It sounds like you spend a lot of time here.
Technically speaking, I work in an insurance agency, but the past few months they've been cutting my hours. I used to spend time here to relax after work, but when my job situation started to go downhill, Gerald offered to take me on as a part-time employee.
What kind of insurance agency? Hold on. I'm taking notes. I need to find my... Oh, it's literally right beside me. You know what? It's okay. I'm just using a large piece of paper. That's fine. I could have used my Sunny June notebook, but I didn't. I'm silly.
Wow, that's really generous of him.
Gerald's just a genuinely good-hearted person, who are unfortunately becoming a dying breed.
The Hold, are you the Hold you placed? Are you talking about the next Enola Holmes book? Okay.
The day Gerald went missing, what did you do that evening after you went home at 7 p.m.?
Probably thawed some frozen dinner and watched TV. The new episode of Crypt
Wait.
Diggers would have been on at 8, and then I normally go to bed at 11.
Okay. Okay, that is a very vague way of saying that. I feel like sorry, the yarn is scratching the thing. Libraries are good if you don't have a whole lot of space in your house and you just have Yeah, exactly. They're good. Dude, libraries are good for a lot of stuff. They're good for just getting out of the house for a couple hours. They're good for meeting friends at a public place. They're good for meeting new people. They're good for hosting groups that like you don't need any like special equipment or anything for, and you just need some tables. They're good for studying. They're good for learning new things. They also can get books from other branches, requesting books from other branches. So even if they don't have it, they can request from another library, which is really nice. They're good for a lot of times we'll have
Gerald
book
ever gone on a
sales if you
spontaneous
want to get something really
vacation
cheap.
or trip?
They're good for a lot of stuff.
The man is the antithesis of
I
spontaneity.
love libraries.
I've known him around 5 years, and he's never left the store out of the blue like this.
Okay. Very consistent.
Do you have a key to the cash register?
So that's how you detectives get paid, huh? But no,
I mean-
I don't. Sorry.
Thanks for talking.
Never a problem.
Okay. Bold Depictions Art Gallery. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's a wait, there's a puzzle? Did you say there's a puzzle in here? Am I crazy? I thought I looked at everything, but maybe I didn't? Why is she not asking about that key? Sorry, Ooh, what? What? There's a puzzle. There's a puzzle next to Mitch. Mitch. I'm sorry.
Why are the mushrooms twerking?
If you don't know what that's from... Wait, where?
Time to hit the sack. I could use some sleep.
Oh, so it just automatically takes you back. Oh. What? Oh, okay. I was like, what is happening? It's on the bookshelf. Okay.
Hi, I'd like to order a pizza with pearl onions, please.
If you want to know what those are from, watch my Ty the Tasmanian Tiger playthroughs. Or lives. I really want to edit all of my YouTube lives so they're VODs. I really want to do that. I need to do that. Okay. Okay. So. Also, Carter, I need to add, I had taken off the choose my next game because I've been doing more with like members for that. But I thought about adding it back. You need to join a crowd control game. Because I think you would get a kick out of that and you could use up some of the points that you've gotten. Okay, let's go back to the bookstore and see if we can finish up what we need to do. You said it's on the bookshelf. This one? Am I... Oh, Divine Comedy. I'm sorry, I don't know if I want to read that.
Sing mode.
Oh, let's see what we can find for a puzzle. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm setting a timer for 5 minutes. On the right of Mitch. On the right of... Yeah. On Mitch's right. Do you mean our right or his right? I'm going to guess his right. Let's go. I could very well be blind. Jane Eyre. My first quarter at Lowood seemed an age, and not the golden age either. What are you crying about? Are you okay, Carter? The other bookshop on your right, next to Mitchell. Let me read this. And it comprised an irksome, I just realized I don't think I did that right. I didn't. I'm going to have to restart my row because I didn't do a beginning chain. Because I'm silly, yes I am. Boop, boop. Ooh, la-dum, 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 la-dum. Ooh, the Count of Monte Cristo. I've never read this book. On the 24th of February, 1810, the lookout at Notre Dame de la Garde signaled the three-master. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
I'm going to have to look elsewhere. I'm also going to have to use the bathroom soon because I'm drinking a lot of water and I really have to pee. Where is this frickin' puzzle you speak of? I'm losing my mind looking for it. Is it over here? You said a bookshelf. I looked here, I read the books. Am I crazy? Am I missing something here? I don't know. What am I missing? Go slowly. Over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? Wait, whoa. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I don't see it. Am I blind? I'm going rather slowly Trying to. Do any of you remember a puzzle here? Or could it be it's not available yet? Once upon a December, I don't know what that song is off the top of my head. Nine more seconds, let us leave to go to the art gallery. Okay. On that note, I'm going to go use the bathroom. What you're doing at present would vibe with Enya's elvish bit in one of the Rivendell songs. What, Enya? Enya? I'm getting a flashback to my childhood. Dad loved Enya. Okay, but like, can I not? What y'all doing closed? Do you open at a specific time? What time is it? Not time to open, is what you're telling me. You're telling me it ain't time to open. Okay. I mean, I don't have to like it. I get it, but I don't have to like it. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Okay. I have not played that. I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit because I love this. I love it. Siete chips. What is siete chips? And those are not cheap, and there was more air than chips. I know. I feel like it has something to do with like keeping them fresh, but it's like, bro, you know, but I'm paying you a boatload of money, you know? I'm paying for the chips, not the air. Thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, let's read this for a little bit while we are waiting for the thing to open in a couple minutes. So, my first quarter at Lowood seemed an age, and not the golden age either. It comprised an irksome struggle with difficulties in habituating myself to new rules and unwanted tasks. The fear of failure in those points harassed me worse than the physical hardships of my lot, though those were no trifles. During January, February, and part of March, the deep snows and, after their melting, the almost impassable roads prevented our stirring beyond the garden walls, except to go to church. But within these limits we had to pass an hour every day in the open air. Our clothing was insufficient to protect us from the severe cold. We had no boots, the snow got into our shoes and melted there, our ungloved hands became numbed and covered with chilblains. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, as were our feet. I remember well the distracting irritation I endured from this, because every evening when my feet inflamed and the torch... From this cause every evening when my feet inflamed, and the torture of thrusting the swelled, raw, and stiff toes into my shoes in the morning. Then the scanty supply of food was distressing, with the keen appetites of growing children. We had scarcely sufficient to keep alive a delicate invalid. From this deficiency of nourishment resulted an abuse, which pressed hardly on the younger pupils. Whenever the famished great girls had an opportunity, they would coax or menace the little ones out of their portion. That is... Excuse me? Excuse me? Many a time I have shared between two claimants the precious morsel of brown bread distributed at tea time, and after relinquishing to a third half the contents of my mug of coffee, I have swallowed the remainder with an accompaniment of secret tears forced from me by the exigency. I cannot. Okay, hold on. This was going super slow a minute ago. Why are you going so fast now? Clock. Excuse me. Slow down. Slow down. I'm not going anywhere. Slow down. If you care, I need a little time for it. Okay, what? I blacked out for a moment there. Who the heck are you?
Welcome to Bold Depictions, miss. Can I offer information on a particular piece, or provide a guided walkthrough?
Thank you. Maybe some other time. I'm actually here on behalf of the Carlisle Police. Would I be able to speak to the owner of this gallery?
Oh, yes. You're looking at him.
You are very
Colin
young.
Ellison. Pleasure to meet you.
You are very young.
I'm Penelope Pendrick.
You can be young.
I'm sure you've heard of the investigation of the recent
Colin what?
disappearances here in Carlisle.
Colin what?
I have reason to believe that one of the 3 missing people was here the same day he disappeared.
Yeah. And?
I'm sorry, what? What do you mean, yes, and? Excuse me, Ariana Grande. What the frig you mean, yes, and? Missing dude was seen here last. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, what? So you remember meeting 15-year-old
Hydrate,
last
hydrate,
Oh,
hydrate.
Afterward, I googled how to repress a memory.
Can you describe in detail your account of the field trip from start to finish?
Right. Yeah, so the kids and their art teacher were busting at 1. There were about 10 of them total. 9th grade, I think. I started by introducing myself and giving some background on my credentials. Everything was going dandy. They were mostly all paying attention. I led them to the painting closest to the front door, and then went around the room from there, explaining my process, the decisions behind the composition, the deeper meaning, the medium used, and so on, for every piece. After we were going for 15, 20 minutes, a few kids in the back started snickering and whispering to each
Wait, hold on.
other. Super irritating. Then, one of those kids raised his hand, so I
Okay.
made the mistake of thinking he had a legitimate question. I called on him, and he was like, "Sir, I was wondering, why do all your paintings suck?" All his brain-dead friends laughed, and the teacher yelled at him, which shut him up, but not long enough. I tried to be professional, but a little while later he was drawing something on an index card. He started throwing little pieces of paper with tomato drawings at me, and his spineless excuse of a teacher didn't even do anything about it. Finally, after his friends started doing it too, the teacher decided to just end the whole trip and take them back to the school.
So, okay. So this art gallery. You're telling me this art gallery. This art gallery is it's okay. Okay. Okay.
Wow. I knew Terrence was supposedly a troublemaker, but that's downright rude. I wonder if his mom ever sees this side of his behavior.
No punishment is severe enough to beat the evil out of that brat. I never would have gotten away with acting like that
Okay.
as a kid.
Okay.
I
Hold
would
on.
have been strung up
No.
by my
No.
thumbs.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's a bit extreme.
No.
It's not like he burned the building down or something.
Dude.
When I saw his snotty face on the news later that day, not gonna lie.
Excuse me?
So, the official statement for the police is that you had a bad encounter with Terrence. Later that day, he goes missing. And then when the news comes on that evening, you, what, grab a bag of popcorn and smile? Do I have that right?
Oh, lighten up.
Bullshit.
I meant metaphorically. I'm sure he's fine. Probably just causing chaos somewhere else for now.
Okay, this guy must
I
be
should
really
go.
freaking rich.
Aw, what? Forgot your handcuffs?
'Cause he's rich. And I say that because he owns the freaking place and puts his own art in it. And this reminds me of like shh. Shoot! Motherfucker, what is it called? Okay, honestly, what this makes me think of is hippies. Because hippies, while they are looked down, it's like, oh, okay, like, oh, they're smoking. No. They could sit around and smoke weed all day because they were rich. Okay. This dude owns the art place and displays his own art.
I don't want to go back in there right
I don't
now.
blame you. Dude's an a-hole. Wait, can I look outside? Can I look at stuff outside? I didn't even think about that. Is that a thing that I can do? Or is it just... Okay. Can I call people? Wait, hold on. Wait. No. Focus. Focus! Can I call people now? Can I call people now? Can I call people now? John Branham. Okay. Do I need to put a 1 at the beginning? I'm gonna try not to. Yay! They didn't want to be seen. What is it? What?
You've reached the phone of John Branham.
Wait,
I'm
what
currently
happened?
occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message.
What happened?
I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Oh, they didn't want to be seen? Mother... I don't know what kind of patients you're working with, but, like, I'm sorry, man. And... Dude... I hope they don't need to be seen. I hope it's not something where, like, they really need to be seen. Make note. Be like, patient said they were... Patient refused. Patient refused to be seen. This is the exact stuff that they said. I did nothing, sir. Or madam. Gender neutral. I don't know why I wouldn't... Oh, okay. Well, apparently we needed a shower. We stank! I don't know why I walked in there. I keep thinking that this is going to be the door out, but it's not. Oh, what? Well, hey! Information! Okay. Okay. Gerald Cook, balding man. Okay. Okay. Call came from Alan Rickies. Alan! Al! Al! Guy with glasses! Okay. Called police. Okay. 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 Adult. Date and time of report. 2/22/16. So we're here in March. How late is... Okay. Okay. Of last contact. Gerald Cook, male, date of birth 7/13/46. White, clean shaven, 5'10", 170, blue, white building. Okay. Polo shirt, slacks. Okay, but do we know what color polo shirt? Do we know what color slacks? Can we get a little bit more information there? Color would be nice. Color would be a little bit helpful. Last known location, novel books. Possible destination, unknown. Okay, all unknown. Call came from Alan Rickies after... Mr. Cook did not open his bookstore at the usual time of 8 a.m. Okay. Wait, can I... There's only the one side. Okay. Terrence E. Davies. Oh. Rex. Rex. Okay. Keep an eye out for that. Okay. 5'7". God, all these people are so tall. 145. Red t-shirt, blue jeans. Why did no one take note of the freaking... Okay, hold on. Why do we not have colors of these things? Come on. But what that tells me, that mom... I mean, that mom loved her kid. Loves her kid. Because she's, yeah. I know that sounds weird to say because it's such a small thing, but knowing what your kids are wearing that day, it's like when you lose sight of your kid for 2 seconds and you have no clue where they are, that one of the first things you do is shout what they're wearing, what they look like to any adult that is around that can help you find your kid. Runaway, possibly camping. I hate that that's the first thing. Call came from Mother Eileen Davies late in the evening after her son did not return home from school that day. Unknown Jane Doe, 1970s? Oh, what's that? What's that? What are you? Wait, what? Why does that kid look like Harry Potter? You say, and now Gerald looks too much like Voldemort. I mean... My aunt, oh my goodness. I hope your aunt's not missing. Gonna look a bit so you can watch this. You're good. Let us know what it is. White blouse, dark pants. Okay. Sunrise Diner. Call came from waitress at Sunrise Diner, Lynette Johnson. Okay. She described Jane Doe as a steady regular of multiple years and considered her absence of 3 days to be concerning. I mean, that is concerning. Asian Indian. Okay. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. No, I want to look at that. What was that? I want to look at it closer. Why can I not look at it closer? That's weird. That's weird. 413655. That looks like a comma. Negative 721369 question mark. That's the napkin. Wait. Okay, hold on. Where are my notes? I can check things off.
That's not done yet.
Oh my goodness, the typewriter sounds.
That's not done yet.
Oh.
That's not done yet. That's not done yet.
Oh, I love that. Okay, hold on. I hate Colin. He's so annoying, to say the least. I'm suspicious. Okay, Mr. James. He said, what? Okay, so what was the deal with the napkin? Because I know she would leave notes on the napkin, but I can't remember what else he said about it. Like, was that because, okay. Okay. Is there anyone else I need to call? I can't call John Branham right now. Can I talk to Eileen Davies somewhere? Maybe?
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Davies. It's Penelope.
I need to get lunch in a minute.
How
Who
are you
does like
holding
him? I
up?
know.
As well as can be expected.
I was wondering, did you receive any phone calls from Terrence's school the day of the field trip? Before it was clear that he was missing.
No, but I would have been at work until 5, so it's possible I missed it. Why?
I had a chance to talk to the owner of the art gallery, the one who gave the tour, and there'd been an incident.
Oh, really? What happened?
Long story short, Terrence was playing the peanut gallery during the tour. Having his art mocked kind of rubbed the owner, Colin Ellison, the wrong way.
Yeah, well...
That's not an incident. Just a teenager being a teenager.
Well, the phrasing isn't important. I just felt the obligation to let you know that Mr. Ellison does not have a kind opinion of your son.
He was that angry about Terrence.
Between that and the coincidental timing,
yeah,
I think we may have our first suspect.
Well, thank you for letting me know. I can't say it's consoling, but it's something.
Okay, Eileen. Thank you for your time. I'll call you if we find out anything new.
Okay.
Okay, is it anything good? Horsies?
Carlisle Police Department, Sergeant Russell speaking.
Are there horsies? We need to know. Rideable horsies? Maybe? Maybe? Are there rideable horsies? Maybe? Possibly? Tell us. There are rideable horsies! Yee! Yes!
I went to novel books and met Mitchell Hart.
I've never even played this friggin' game and I love it.
A quaint little store. Certainly doesn't look like a crime scene. As for Mitchell... A quaint little
I don't
store.
like him, but...
Certainly doesn't look like a crime scene. As for Mitchell...
Strike up some more conversation with him. No doubt that'll lead to more personal information about Gerald that Mitchell wouldn't think to bring up in an interview-type setting.
Okay, can I... This is something that I've noticed in a lot of, like, mystery or, just... I've noticed in games, like, point-and-click games in general. Or, honestly, just any games in general. Anymore. It seems like this is some... Okay, focus. Organize your thoughts. This is something that just bugs me, and it's when I click a dialogue option, but it doesn't have the actual thing that I click is like the thing that I click is not actually included in the dialogue that's said. I wish that it was like it started with that and then it continued on instead of saying something completely different.
I got to chat with Eileen Davies. She was only willing to talk for so long, but I did learn that Terrence attended a field trip to an art gallery the day he went missing. She
That
gave me
sounds
the address,
awesome.
so I went to check it out, and oh boy.
Did something happen?
I met the owner, Colin Ellison, and asked him about the field trip. According to him, Terrence was kind of a terror during the tour. Colin was generally spitting venom while he recounted what happened. And to put the cherry on top,
I need to
he
plan all my
described
streams
seeing
for
Terrence on the
November.
news later that day as cathartic.
That's concerning. Did you get the impression that Colin could be physically violent when angry?
Yes.
Or is he more bark and no bite?
Well, okay, let me He seems like the type of person who could pay someone off. But I'll say this.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would physically hurt someone who he thinks wronged him. He seems to hold a lot of hate over little things.
Yeah.
Either way, keep an eye on him and see if you can find out more.
Thanks for talking.
Keep us updated.
Okay. 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 I keep forgetting that this is a... Can I go upstairs? I really want to go upstairs. Like, all the way upstairs. I want to go all the way upstairs. Someone fix the stairs. Wait, it said that I didn't look in 203? Didn't I look in there? Have I lost my mind? That's new. Is that what I hadn't looked at? Is that legit what I hadn't looked at? Was a box of screws? How to remove rust. You'll need water, dish soap, measuring cup, rubber gloves, oxalic acid powdered, steel wool, or sponge. Before starting the process, make sure you are wearing rubber gloves to protect your hands from the mild acid. Begin by pouring roughly 2 cups of water into a large plastic bucket. Add 3 drops of dish soap, enough to create suds, and then place the rusted object into the bucket. Use your scrubbing tool of choice to clean the object. This will remove excess dirt and loose rust. Remove the rusted object from the bucket and rinse in running... Wait. You didn't say anything about the acid. Hold on. Oh, keep reading, emails. Pour enough clean water into the empty bucket to submerge the object, but avoid excess to prevent waste. Before adding acid, identify the type and quantity of rust to be removed. Utilize the charts on the following page. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Is it brown or reddish brown? Hell if I know, ma'am. Okay, hold on. Oh, no! Make note of what loop. Okay. My goodness gracious. Is that everything that I needed to do in there? Okay. I need to ask what's his face about the paper. I don't want to talk to him, but
I don't want to go back in there right now.
why? You need to ask about the paper. I want you to ask about the paper that you found. Also, I keep forgetting that this is a demo and I have no idea when the demo ends. Why can't I talk to you? Why can't I talk to you? What? There was the trigger warning for that question? What? What? Wait, what? What?
I don't want to go back in
Wait,
there
what?
right now.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Where was the trigger warning for that question? I was like, what are you talking about? Why? There wouldn't be that long of a code, would there? I can't type it in anyway. Dang it! I try calling the one guy again? Maybe.
You've reached the phone of John Branham. I'm currently occupied by something that has a slight possibility of being important. So please call again later or leave a message, and I will get back to you at the earliest convenience.
Why can't I leave a message?
Now isn't the best time.
I'm sorry. I want you to call. I'm hungry.
I need something for this.
No, you don't. There's a button right there.
I need something.
No, you don't. There's a button right there. You don't need that. There's a button. There's a button.
Weird.
I love that it's dawn. Can I walk away? No, it turns it off? What?
I need something for this.
Okay, well, I was trying, and there's something. There's gotta be something. I'm missing something. I'm gonna go back to the bookshop real quick. And I'm gonna look on these again because there's the Divine Comedy. Is there something like at the end of it? Maybe? No? But I tried talking to I tried calling what's his face and it's not. Okay, I may need some assistance. Because it's not letting me talk to him. I feel like I should be able to do something with this. But nothing's coming up. I find this interesting. Then there's this. Hold on. Hold on. I need to... Okay. Hold on. Oh my gosh. hold on. No. I find this interesting. Okay, I'm just going to tell you what I'm thinking right now. This is a cipher wheel. And we have a bunch of jumbled letters. But I don't know. You're good. I noticed that this is a cipher wheel. So it could mean nothing. And so far it's not making any sense, so. Okay. I thought I had something there, but I don't. Or I don't seem to. I'm trying to figure out what to do next, basically. You had to zap your phone? I don't know. What? Okay. This game is proving to be longer than I expected. I did not expect to stream for this long. Granted, I did read through all of those books, but I didn't expect this to take this long, and now I'm worried that I'm not going to finish the thing today. So if anyone has any idea for what to do next, please let me know. Oh, yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, you're good. We have one as well when that we got during COVID. I just keep thinking about what Amy was saying, how there's she remembers there being a puzzle. You have no idea if it works. I hope it does. And this looks like this is a cipher wheel. There is a puzzle. Okay, I'm gonna go heat up some. That's what I thought. And okay, first off, I really need him to get his butt up because that looks like ripped paper or cut paper. My thought is this, but when I tried to incorporate that, it is not working. Unless this is a Q and not an O. But even then, there is only one word that is coming out of this, and it's code. And it's with the RSAO. if I did it correctly. Everything else is jumbled. A jumble of letters. So... But she had said something with the bookshelf. And like, I've read the books, but I'm not seeing anything else as far as something to actually like interact with, aside from just reading a book. And I also feel like I'm getting a little bit self-conscious because I feel like I'm taking forever on this and no one else did. And I'm also hungry. Okay. Upper and lower half of every bookshelf. Origin of species. Okay. I mean, already I'm finding books that I missed before. I just really, like, I really want to get as much done of this as possible because I won't be streaming next week. At the moment, I have jury duty. I say at the moment because I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. But I'm still not seeing... I got that. Divine Comedy, I saw that. A good thing, because when the full thing comes out, it'll be new. Yeah. I am a smidge frustrated with myself. At the moment. I have no clue, guys. Don't have much more to do in the demo. I went through all of those. I went through these. And I went through that one. And this one. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, where? Oh. Oh! Espresso Express! That makes me want coffee. I don't need coffee, I need water. Which reminds me, I need to fill up my water. Hold on.
ADHD, you ain't got control of me. I'm focused. Yeah, yeah, I'm focused. Yeah, yeah. ADHD, you ain't got control of me. I'm focused. Yeah, yeah, I'm focused.
My husband bought strawberry kefir and told our kid that it was strawberry milk, and I'm like, sweetheart, it ain't gonna taste like strawberry milk. It ain't gonna taste like strawberry milk. Maybe strawberry milk that's gone bad, but it ain't gonna taste like strawberry milk. It's kefir. Give me just a moment. Okay. I don't think I did that right. Okay. Okay, hold on. 6, 7, 8. Oh. Oh. Nope, no, no, no. Stop that. Go where I want you to go. Okay. S. Yep, got that. Q R S T U. Okay. Okay. O P Q R S T U V. I'm getting there. What? Yeah. Yeah. C, D. Sun, wind, rain. Sun, wind, rain. Was it this one? 7, 8. Sun.
It's stuck.
Oh, I have something for that, bud. Sun, wind, rain. Key. What are you a key to? Okay. Thank you for the information about the wallet. Thank you. No, oops. No? Okay. Okay. Okay, you're telling me I had to open this and there's nothing in there? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, everything's full, so that's something. But... dang it! Okay, one thing I want to look for... I want to look in the toolbox because... gotta have some torque, maybe? Hmm? Maybe? Wait. What happened here? Nothing? Nothing? No screwdriver? Nothing? Nothing? You don't keep a screwdriver in your toolbox? I'm sorry, what? What are you talking about? Do I have a screwdriver anywhere in my room? Maybe? Can I get in the fridge? Cabinets? No? Can't open cabinets? Oh. Granted, I guess it is getting late. No, it's not. Well, I can tell time. Hold on. I'm gonna call...
I opened the novel book's cash register. It was still full. And to top it off, Gerald's coat and wallet are still in the store.
Oh, that's good! You need your eyes checked. Remind me to assign you to interviews next time. Good work. Whatever happened to Gerald was not premeditated on his end. It's a start.
Thanks for talking.
Keep doing what you're doing, Penelope.
Okay. Okay. I know you said you thought that I just need to go to sleep, but I don't know. I'm just like... I don't know. Where the heck is the front desk person? Hello, Hannah! Welcome.
I don't want to go back in there
I'm just trying
right
to
now.
figure out what to do next and hoping that it's not sleep because that's gonna give me serious Miss Clue vibes. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I look down? No. There was a toolbox there! Thank you. Thank you.
This could come in handy.
Thank you for letting me look at it. Okay. Okay, well, let me see. Let's go back to the bookshop. Mm-hmm. It does. It looks really good. Okay. This, back here. right? No? I don't need to do that? Then why am I turning it over? Bro, you made it look like I would need this. I'm sorry, what? I find that silly. Oh, you're good. You're good. I don't want to go to the archive. Okay, I'm just okay. Is there anything anywhere else that I can go to? Three people are missing, but they all went missing in the same week. The freaking eye, man. The eye is getting me. Yeah, 3 people are missing. All went missing in the same week. And now I'm not sure where to go from here. I don't want to just, like, go back and go to sleep. Like I said, that gives me slight Miss Clue vibes. And... Can I talk to you? I can talk to you!
Okay. You look a little grim.
Did you notice that Gerald's coat is still here?
Sure, but it's been unseasonably warm. Not really coat weather.
Well, it's not the coat I'm worried about. It's that his wallet is still in the pocket, with money and his driver's license.
Oh.
I took a look inside the cash register. Whatever happened to Gerald didn't involve a robbery.
Are you saying that someone out there targeted Gerald because of some personal vendetta? That's insane. That'd be like going after Santa Claus.
We don't know that at all.
Dude.
We've only just ruled out one possibility.
Well, this isn't great news.
I'm sorry. Try and stay positive, okay? There's still so much we don't know. There could still be a perfectly innocent explanation to all this.
Wait, hold on. I just realized something. What is... Okay, so no. I was starting to wonder, I'm like, is Jake like a short, could Jake be used as a shortened form of Gerald? Which I've never encountered that situation, but who the heck knows, but no. I have a thing. I have no questions. I feel like I have questions.
That's not done yet.
Well, because you won't freaking go in there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Wait. I talked to him. Why are you saying I didn't?
Need something?
What exactly is your relationship to Gerald? Are you close personally or more like business partners?
As close as two heterosexual men can get. During slow hours, we chat about books, current
So you're
events,
besties.
politics, conspiracy theories, sports, movies. The list goes on. Oh, and gossip about old man drama. Carl always cheats at chess and thinks no one is onto him. Everyone is onto him.
Do you ever talk about your personal lives?
Not really. So like I said, as close as two heterosexual men can get. I don't have a personal life to share anyway. But Gerald, he has an entire lifetime.
I
behind
resent
him.
that statement.
I'll admit I've always been curious about his past.
Does Gerald have any family? There was a picture of his granddaughters in his wallet.
Really? I always wondered if he had kids out there somewhere.
He never mentioned his family to you?
Has it been grody there,
That seems
Carter?
odd.
Maybe to us, but Gerald's naturally a very private person. Not in an intentional hiding information kind of way. He just steers away from topics like that. Why? I don't know, but I respect his privacy.
I wish there was a way we could let his family know what's going on.
The number of cooks in the United States is probably enough to fill 3 phone books alone. Not to mention married names.
Oh, it's hot. Yeah. It's hot here as well. Got home yesterday from work in my top. Hannah, yeah, the full game comes out, just like Amy said, the full game comes out November 19th. I didn't know the demo released in May. I don't remember. Because brain. It'll be fall next week, I see. Thank you, Rainstorm, for bringing in the cold front. Heck yeah.
How was Gerald's health? Physical and mental.
I don't know what drug he's on, but that man has energy. I'm jealous, and I'm 25 years younger than him. I do see him eat kale chips with his lunch, though, so maybe not that jealous.
What about his mental health?
Nothing has ever raised any red flags. Although his generation isn't much for talking about those kinds of things. You know, feelings.
Yeah.
Did the police check Gerald's home address?
He lives directly upstairs. I took them to the door, but that was the best I could do. They knocked a few times, got ladders, and looked through the windows from the outside. They had a pretty good view of the main apartment and the bathroom. From what they could see, there was no
Wait,
sign
I
of
feel
him.
like, couldn't they, like,
Can they
burn
get a
down the
warrant
door?
if they think there's a chance a person inside might need help?
No idea. But a busted door without appropriate justification sounds like a nasty lawsuit waiting to happen.
Thanks for talking.
They were already
Never
gone.
a problem.
We were brought into the case because they were missing. Let me put this in the kitchen real quick. Okay. I need to drink water. I think so. It seems Nancy Drew coded. Wait, where are the hinges? What? Hold on. Wait. So it should open in, right? It should open in. Okay, sorry. I don't know why that matters.
I know it's early, but I could really go for some sleep. I'll get back to work tomorrow.
Okay, that makes sense because I checked everything off. Okay, okay. I agree. They are really good. Also, hi twins. It's going well. I feel like I'm taking longer than a lot of other people would. but... $7.30 is good. Let's do that. Working and lurking the kitchen. No, I don't like it. Move. Move. Where is the owner of this building? Where is the owner of this building? Oh, shoot! Oh. All right, well, I finished it.